Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Falrico here, and today I want to talk about some more Assassin's Creed Shadows. I had to spin the block. There was a bunch of nonsense being said in the last video. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't read most of the comments. I read a few of them, and my friends told me about some of them on Discord, but that's about it. I don't really give a fuck about what y'all are talking about. There was also some positive comments. Of course, I read those, and I'll put a like on them. I'll favorite them. I might even pin them just to make you mad. I don't really give a fuck. So with that being said, I'm glad that I'm on the right side of history here on this one. I usually have good instincts, and clearly I was right about this. The simple fact is now we're to the point where you fucking nerds are attacking the devs themselves on X and other social media platforms. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, but I mean, this is all you have in your life is video games. You don't go outside, you get no bitches, you have no other activities other than playing video games. And I get it. I play video games, I love it. I spend a lot of hours on video games. I spent a lot of money on video games. But to go and attack people who haven't said anything because you don't like that there's a black guy in a game, that's crazy. It's fucking racist. And that's also fucking you're mentally ill. Let's just be honest. You should be in a fucking nut ward. I would understand if it was a situation like how DICE was during Battlefield 5, where they were basically like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And people like me and others, they didn't buy the game. I didn't get the game until fucking, I think the shit was $10 or $15. It was on a sale. It was that low. The sales were that low. We taught them a lesson. Hey, you ain't gonna come out and say, yo, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And we ain't gonna just oblige you and not buy the fucking game. And the whole argument with that was they had women running around the battlefield. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It was kind of whack, but it was what it was. But when you as a dev come out and just stand on business and say, which is fine, that's your prerogative to do, but to come out and say, yo, if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Okay. If people don't buy it, that's your fault. So with that being said, another instance that I remember I actually stood on business is Call of Duty World War II. And that was just for the simple fact that they had black women Nazis running around the fucking battlefield. And I was just like, this is so whack. I don't even understand how. Like, the amount of disrespect to African Americans that fought in World War II, and also the Jewish population that were sent to the gas chambers, for you to put black women Nazis in the fucking game and just it's ridiculous. It's fucking trash. And then try to pretend and masquerade like you're historically accurate was just terrible. That's something to stand on business about, and I did. I didn't buy the game. I pirated it. That was the only game I ever pirated in my life for the story mode, and that was it. The story mode was actually pretty good, but fuck that game. I'm not buying that shit. But I say all that to say this. Stop the bullshit. Alright? Stop with all these other reasons on why you aren't gonna buy the game, and just don't buy the fucking game and shut the fuck up. Don't give me the excuse that, oh, it's the pricing, when every other game charges $70 now for the base game, and it's the same price it's been since Assassin's Creed Origins. I think Origins was a $60 game, but everybody has raised their prices $10. So the price gaps have all been the same. Don't give me that excuse. And if that's your excuse for not buying the game, you're poor. I'm just gonna tell you. You have other issues in your life than worrying about the price of a video game. Maybe you should go get a job and get you some money. Because if you're tripping over $70 for a video game, we don't need to be discussing anything. That's the standard price across the board, including, I guarantee you, Grand Theft Auto 6. It will be $70. You'll have your additions, but the base game will be $70. I guarantee it. They're not going to jump out the window, even though they could, because it's going to be one of the biggest game releases of all time. They're not going to do it. Guaranteed. Mark it here and come back to this video. You're poor. You need to go get you a fucking job. If you're worried about the price of this little game, you have bigger issues. Then it comes to well, the game's not really historically accurate when you have a black samurai. Alright, since when has Assassin's Creed ever been historically accurate? They've had history and characters in them, but a lot of times the times, the dates, have all been changed around to tell a good story. None of these games are completely historically accurate. This is actually the first time, I believe, in Assassin's Creed history we're going to play against a real person that actually existed, based upon Japanese history. And the ultimate situation here is you've all been exposed and you don't even realize the situation. You've been hit with a fucking psyop. I believe that the people working at Ubisoft knew that this was gonna happen, the writers. So that's why they put a female Asian character in the game, a female Japanese character in the game, because they knew. I believe there might have been some, I'm too lazy to even fucking research it, but I'm pretty sure back when Origins came out, there was a issue with him because they thought he was too black and not light-skinned enough to be a goddamn Egyptian in Assassin's Creed Origins. He was too black. He was just way too black for you sissy gamers. So with that being said, they knew that this was gonna happen. They put an Asian female character in the game, Japanese character, because they knew you were gonna basically crash out, you fucking idiots. And you proved them right. They had no choice. They probably, really honestly, just wanted to put him in the game. But they had to put two characters in the game. This hasn't happened since Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I believe. Two playable characters in the game. They had no choice. Because they knew. Not all gamers. But there's that small, weirdo, it's that weeb fucking, you know what, these gamers remind me of the fucking assholes who smell like shit at GameStop in the back corner trying to buy cheap Nintendo games. That's what these fucking guys remind me of. Just weeb. I watch fucking 27 different animes on a shared Crunchyroll account because I can't afford to pay for my own Crunchyroll account. These are the fucking clowns that are online complaining about this shit and calling everything woke. Not everything is woke, buddy. Okay? Black female Nazis, woke. Putting the fucking female characters in the battlefield and then doubling down and telling us not to buy it, that's woke propaganda bullshit. We understand what that is. Alright, I just gave you two real examples of it. Race swapping, making a character black even though it's historically white. Especially if it's something like fucking Superman or some bullshit like that. It's corny. Get it the fuck out of here. I didn't even like the Black Spider-Man. Even though Miles Morales, the game, is really good. It's just like, man, come on, bro. Y'all could have spent more time making a Black Panther game, a Static Shock game, something with a black superhero, than sitting here giving them a token black Spider-Man. Essentially what it is. Alright? And I like Miles Morales, but that's just what it is. That's real woke. This shit right here is just a bunch of sissy-ass gamers getting online, bitching and complaining for no reason. This is just a new complaint for this week. What was it last week? The last time y'all complained was about Dragon's Dogma. Oh, it had microtransactions in it. Yeah, and so did the last 3 Resident Evil games. By the way, all those microtransactions are irrelevant because you can unlock all that stuff in the game. So what are we talking about here? It's just Twitter, bro. It's like people, they claim to not be woke. They claim to not be just like fucking leftists running around out here protesting on college campuses and threatening the fucking Jews. It's the same exact thing. Y'all are just pussy on the other side. And that's the bottom line. And this is coming from a guy that's voted for Trump 3 times. And to see this level of bitch-made activity, I just can't. I gotta call it out. I don't give a fuck. Be mad in the comments. Put a dislike. Put another one. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. It don't do nothing. I don't read half the shit anyway. Cry more. But to the normal people, tell me what you think in the comments section. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, twitter.com/Valrico, youtube.com/Valrico, and I'm out of here. Peace.